สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะน้องๆทุกคนพี่จะเป็นพี่แนะแนวนะคะ CASC นะคะวันนี้จะมีลงมหาวิทยาลัยนะคะอาจารย์นะคะที่เขาจะมาพูดเกี่ยวกับมหาวิทยาลัยแล้วก็รายละเอียดต่างๆนะคะอันนี้จะเป็นมหาวิทยาลัยหางโจว University of Science and Technology นะคะที่นี่นะคะเขาจะเป็นมหาวิทยาลัยที่ค่อนข้างดังในด้านพวกสาขาแพทย์นะคะเภสัชหรือว่าจะเป็นพวกด้านอิเล็กทรอนิกส์ต่างๆนะคะวันนี้จะตั้งอยู่ที่เมืองอู่ฮั่นนะคะเป็นมหาวิทยาลัยชั้นนำอันดับ 6 ของจีนเลยนะคะที่มีชื่อเสียงมากๆเลยนะคะน้องๆแล้วก็อีกทั้งยังเป็นโครงการ 985 แล้วก็211นะคะที่นี่นะคะเขาจะโดดเด่นในหลักสูตรสาขาแพทย์เนาะ MBBS ที่พี่พูดไปเนาะแล้วเขาก็จะมหาลัยเนี้ยค่ะผ่านการรองรับจากแพทยสภาไทยเรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะน้องๆคนไหนที่จบจากที่นี่นะคะก็สามารถไปทำงานที่ไทยได้เลยนะคะแล้วก็ยังมีทุนการศึกษาสำหรับปริญญาตรีให้ด้วยนะคะไม่ว่าจะเป็นทุนเป็นทุนครอบคลุมค่าเทอมหอพักค่าครองชีพนะคะแล้วก็จะมีค่าประกันสุขภาพด้วยนะคะแล้วก็ใครที่สนใจก็สามารถดูอาจารย์หรือว่ารายละเอียดฟังรายละเอียดในไลน์นี้ได้เลยนะคะคนไหนที่สนใจก็อย่าลืมชวนเพื่อนหรือว่าผู้ปกครองเข้ามาฟังได้เลยนะคะเดี๋ยวไม่การเสียเวลาเนาะเดี๋ยววันนี้พี่จะให้อาจารย์เขามาพูดได้เลยนะคะโอเคค่ะ
老师现在可以开始了。
Okay, hello, good day, everyone. Welcome to join our wonderful trip on approaching Huazhong University of Science and Technology. I'm Mr. Isaac. I will share about some figures, some facts, some information about our wonderful university. Okay, first, Huazhong University of Science and Technology, the first two words, Huazhong means Central China. It also shows the location of our university. We located in the city of Wuhan. Okay, why you choosing this wonderful city? Because it is the mega city at Central China. It is the largest city at Central China, so-called Huazhong region. Okay, and it is also the industrial, educational, cultural, and transportation center of Central China. With its 4-hour travel by the high-speed railway train, Wuhan now is developing very fast in the recent years. And also, it is a city with a lot of college students and with passionate. Okay, how to say it is a city with a lot of college students? Because now the population of Wuhan city is over 11 million, near 12 million citizens, okay? Among it, near 10% are college students because Wuhan have 84 higher education institutes, like the colleges, the universities, and other higher education institutes. So there are 1.26 million university or college students in Wuhan. So you know, that makes the Wuhan citizens are much younger than other cities, okay? And Wuhan is also for sure one of the most beautiful cities in China. The Yangtze River and the Han River, the two largest river, the largest river and its largest branch are crossing Wuhan city, and the East Lake. Okay, I heard most of you heard the West Lake in China, but the East Lake, the largest in-city lake among all Chinese cities, okay? It is also very beautiful, but it is also very large. Okay, and about this mega city, where is the university exactly location? We are located just near the East Lake and the Wuhan Optic Valley of China. This optic valley of China is known as the Chinese Silicon Valley. It's the research industry integration has been an important part of our university strategy. For example, this concept to set a Wuhan optic valley of China is brought forward by our university. And many of our alumni, so our graduates are working or even start their own company in the Wuhan optic valley of China, including the international alumni, international graduates, okay? Nowadays, the Wuhan optic valley of China has more than 23,000 registered enterprises are in there. They are always in the fields of so-called advanced technologies, such as optical, electronics, computer science and technology, information technology, and the internet-related companies, the energy-related, the environmental protection, the green energy, the bioengineering, and so on. Okay. It is now the second national independent innovative demonstration zone in China. So it means there are a lot of job opportunities offered every year. Okay, just I mentioned, one is also a very beautiful city. You see the Yellow Crane Tower. It has a long history and it's making an important role in all Chinese history, especially for the poetries. There are many poetries writing poems about the Yellow Crane Tower, also the Yangtze River. And the night view, you can see across the Yangtze River by the night. And yes, the East Lake. Nowadays, you can just get out of our campus, the main campus, and start your running or bicycling on the East Lake, okay? Then it is about our university. What about Huazhong University of Science and Technology? First, of course, it is a top 10 university among all Chinese, 3,000 Chinese universities. It is founded in 2052, but it is finally merged in 2000, the year 2000. 1952, it is founded in 1952, and finally merged in year 2000 by several different parts, like the Medical College, it is merged at that time, okay? And by this over 70 years of developing, it is now the top 10 university among 3,000 Chinese universities, and also just ranking between 100 to 200 among the world, okay? And also, because you know, our university is about science and technology, and also we merged the Medical College, the clinical medicine. So it makes our graduates very popular among the companies and the enterprises or the hospitals. It makes the employer-student connection worldwide ranks #1. Okay, there are some disciplines we rank very high, but there's even some more disciplines rankings higher than that. Like the ESI shows, our engineering ranks 1 out of 10,000, very wonderful. And the computer science and technology, clinical medicine, material science, pharmacology and toxicology, and chemistry. It means these measures are very wonderful, and if you choose this, if you are interested in this, choosing our university is a wise choice. Okay, and there are other facts and figures. Now we have 4 campuses, and we are a university located in the forest, That is due to when we founded in 1952, we kept the most of the forests remained and just build the buildings, the teaching buildings, your apartments, and your sentence just like between or inside this forest. Okay, it makes us now very beautiful and wonderful. And for just last week, there's a news about our university. There's a wild pig run out of the mountain just on the back of our university, and they are rushed into the campus, and it lost its way and drops on the pool of our university. Yes, just on that picture, that pool. And the policemen and the firefighters to come and pick it up and just release it back to the mountain. That is because there are too many forests in our campus. And we are also a very large campus, you know. And with this large campus, we are holding for more than 52,000 of students, including the undergraduates and the graduate students, from bachelor, master to PhD, and including the international students, of course. For teaching them, we hire more than 1,400 professors and a similar number as associate professors to provide the education. And there are other 6,600 faculty and staffs are working in this beautiful university. Okay, as I mentioned, we merged in year 2000, so it makes us now we have 4 campuses. One is the main campus. It is founded in 1952, okay? So it means most of the majors are teaching and living in these main campuses. And then the Tongji Medical College. The history of Tongji Medical College goes back to 1907. It means it has a long history, more than 115 years, okay? It is founded by a German military doctor, Mr. Eric Polen. And it is across the Yangtze River, across that river at the district of Hankou. Okay, so all the clinical related majors like clinical medicine, like basic medicine, like pharmacy, and so on, are teaching and living in the Tongji Medical College. And now we have 2 new campuses. The first one is campus in Dongxihu district. It is also where the School of Cybersecurity and Engineering located in. And a new campus, the newest one is this, Junshan campus. It's just started its construction last year, by the end of last year, okay? And in the future years, when it is done, there will be just near 10,000 students who majored in so-called advanced technology, like the key fields of the artificial intelligence, new energy, life science, like the biomedical engineering, will move to this Junshan campus. Okay, so now, as a comprehensive and multidisciplinary research university, we are now covering 10 major disciplines. Among them, the engineering and the medicine are highly competitive ones. Just if you still remember that ESI figures, most are from these 2 parts, medicine and the engineering. And we are also very strong at science, management, and economics. These 3 majors are growing very fast in the recent years. And some of our international alumni who graduate from these fields are taking a very important role at their own government. Because last year is our 70th anniversary. I still remember there are alumni from Thailand. She is graduated from economics, okay, international business and economics. Okay, so in all these fields of disciplines, we provide a variety of degree programs at different levels. Okay, then is something very important for the students who want to study about the clinical medicine. Because now in China, the medical college is always with several hospitals, at least one hospitals. All the Chinese hospitals are bonded with the medical colleges, okay? So about our university, about the Tongji Medical College, it has 11 hospitals, but the two largest ones are offered opportunities, are offered clerkships for the students, okay? These two largest one ranks the 5th and the 6th among all Chinese hospitals. You see, it is even higher than the ranks of our university. Because considering the top universities, the top medical colleges always have more than one hospitals. So you see how strong is our clinical medicine is, okay? So the Wuhan Union Hospital and the Tongji Hospital, these two are playing the leading role as its modern comprehensive hospitals. They're providing the clinical medical service, its teaching and scientific research and the doctor's training, all this service. And also, it has a long history of relation with Germany, okay? About these two hospitals, they are providing a total bed number more than 20,000. And they were taking operations for more than 200,000 per year. Sorry. Okay, so it means if you choose clinical medicine in our university, you will experience a wonderful time about learning the clinical medicine in these two modern and the largest hospitals in China, even, especially in central China. These two hospitals are the largest two in central China and one of the largest hospitals in China. Okay, then it's about the detailed programs we offer now. We are always saying that the English medium programs means the truly international programs offered to the students. So nowadays, we have 6 English medium programs in bachelor, but in this year, we only provide 5. Okay, these 5 programs are available. First is the MBBS. We are the first batch that issued by the Ministry of Education of China about the MBBS program. We started to enroll the students in 2007. We've trained, it means 720 international students from 6 countries are graduated from this program. Consider the duration in 6 years. It means in 10 years, we trained more than 620 international students. 11 years, not 10 years, 11 years. And among this number, 152 students are from Thailand. So it means near 20% are from Thailand. And in the year 2008, our university's MBBS program was certified by the Medical Council of Thailand for the first time. And the last round of this certification passed smoothly, and it is still valid until the 2024. It means that that time next round will start, and we will pass it also smoothly. Okay. And just just in this week, the Medical Council of Thailand wrote an email to me and wants to know how many Thai students are in their last year and doing clerkship in the hospitals. And we are providing the information. So you can know we have a very strong, frequent connection with the Medical Council of Thailand. Okay, the duration of this wonderful program is 6 years, as you know. It means the first year you are studying in the main campus and in the School of Life Science, of course, and then starts from the second grade, you are moving to the Tongji Medical College, starts your 2.5 year studying in the School of Physical Medicine. And then the last 2.5 years, you are divided by the year because we have two strongest hospitals. So they will take turns to enroll the clinical medicine students. So maybe this year is Wuhan Union Hospital, next year is Tongji Hospital. They are all very strong. Like I said, the 5th and the 6th, no difference between these two hospitals. So don't worry about that. But because your last 2.5 years are in these hospitals and you are doing your clinical clerkship, so even this is a full English medium majors, you are still will having the Chinese languages. It's not for you to learn the knowledge, learning in the class. The class will still teaching in English, but this Chinese language is for you to contact, to talk with the patients, okay? Because when you are doing your clerkship, you are take turns in hospitals, one room by another room. You are facing different patients. Some are burned, some are bone broken, some want to make their skin more beautiful or change their faces. Some are some big surgery like the lungs, like the heart, like the brains. All these rooms, all these patients, you are not just standing there and watch the professors are treating their patients. You are playing some roles in it, like to connect with the patients, knowing what their situation is. You will write about their diseases, their treating, their medicines, and so on. So if you didn't know any of the Chinese, the last 2.5 years clerkship, you may learn very few. And because our MBBS programs is very strong and very popular among other countries, so we won't let that things happen. The 6 years, you must learn enough knowledge and must take enough chances to connect with the patients. So you will learn Chinese language, okay? This is very special among all the English medium programs. And then the second one is also located in Tongji Medical College. It is our pharmacy, also very strong, a top 10 majors among all Chinese universities, and also very, very popular. After these 4 years of study, yes, the duration of this program is 4 years. After its 4 years of study, most of the graduates, including the international graduates, are working in the pharmaceutical companies and the hospitals, okay? And then choosing these two choosing to work in these two fields are over 60%, okay? And then the rest, they are choosing to study abroad or remain in our university. This is a total of 15%, and the rest is going to the research institutes or the government office, okay? After that, two programs located in the Hongji Medical College, then goes back to the main campus. Of course, nowadays, just as I mentioned, we are located near the Wuhan Optic Valley of China. So what is popular on the Wuhan Optic Valley of China? As I mentioned, information technology. So this one, telecommunication engineering, this precious major, as known as the Huawei Stack Garden, because Huawei, every year, Huawei will set up an independent conference, independent fair to recruit our graduates from this major and the computer science and technology in our campus, okay? So very strong, very popular. If you are interested in nowadays talking 4G and 5G is outdated, okay? We are talking about the 6G, and we are talking about the international of things, Internet of things, Internet of beings, okay? How to achieve this? By telecommunications, okay? Just imagine if somehow one day you are losing your Wi-Fi, you are losing your internet connection with others, your cell phones are losing signals, your computers are out of the internet, what are that days be like, okay? Just to me, I think that will be a tragedy. I can't live that days. So you know how important telecommunication engineering is. So graduates from this major, it means you can choose to work in Huawei or Fiberhome or Ericsson, these enterprises as an engineer. Also, because they are worldwide, so-called the international enterprises, so it has a lot of branch, just like Huawei, they are branching in your country or other countries. So they need some students who know some basic knowledge about telecommunication engineering, and they are graduates from Chinese universities, just working in the office, not as the engineer at their local branch outside overseas. Okay, just they are one of our Jordan's graduates. She is very popular at the Xiaohongshu. Okay, right now, she is working in Dubai at Huawei branches. She is as an office lady, of course. She is not an engineer. She is graduate from our university, okay? So this one is telecommunication engineering. And also, if you are still remember the mechanical engineering ranks 1 out of 10,000 as the ESI shows. This one is very popular because what? Because of this one important thing, Washington Accord. Some of you may have heard about this. Some of you may not. I'll explain it. The Washington Accord is built by so-called Western countries. So they're facing a problem. Every university is providing the engineering programs, but some students graduate from this university and they go to another countries to find a job as an engineer. And the other countries didn't know what he or she learned. They are facing a problem to agree the student to become the engineer. So they built this Washington Accord. When a country and the university join this accord, it means its degree is accepted by all the members join this accord. Okay, it is funded by the Western countries like the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and the other countries like South Africa, Korea, and China, of course. And our university, the mechanical engineering in Huazhong University of Science and Technology, is one of the members in the Washington Accord. Okay, it means that this degree is very valuable. This degree means a chance to a gold mine. Okay, I was sure about that. Washington Accord is a gold mine. You can working as an engineering, as an engineer on all the members, all the membership countries on this accord. Okay, so taking this degree, taking this major, this program, and graduating, you are lots of countries to take in the works to start your career. And also, as you know, China doing some massive construction outside, abroad, overseas. Okay, and they are using some giants. I'd like to call the giant machines. These machines, the designing, the manufacturing, the operation, and nowadays the operation is even more scientific. They are taking the pedals in the office, and the machines starts working outside. By what? By just I mentioned the telecommunications. So how to design it, how to manufacture it, how to operation it, and how to negotiate, because we are taking construction overseas, maybe in Thailand, maybe in Indonesia, maybe in Africa, maybe in Southeast Asia. Okay, we need connections with the local workers. All this means the job opportunities. And also this major provides the chance to take in these jobs, okay? And the last one available in this year, the international economics and business. As you know, China in recent 5 years, China are playing a role like the biggest commercial partners to Thailand, okay? We are the largest markets of Thailand's agricultural goods. Some are the topics, some goods are the topics. So, and also Thailand is, I think in the recent year, in the year of 2023, Thailand is the #1 that tourists in China, the Chinese tourists are willing to go, okay? So it means there are tremendous marketing trades and business opportunities besides the connection between China and Thailand. So how to do it, how to make the business going well, how to find the new opportunities of international trade, how to develop in the economics and the e-commerce, yes. You know the Taobao, you know the Alibaba, you know the Jingdong. Maybe you are shopping online very frequently. Maybe you are shopping online just maybe 1 or twice. But you know that e-commerce is the future mode of the commercial, okay? So it is very popular in China. And basically all our international students, they get used to the shopping online just in the first month when we are landing in the university's campus. And after one month of they are getting used to their living or the life situation. But the second month, they are shopping online. When we check their apartment, we always find that the mailbox, so-called yes, it is made by the papers, okay? That box is one by one outside their apartment. All the international students are doing online shopping, okay? So this, we are also teaching this, how to achieve this, how to make this right, how to do it, because there are some students building their career in China, and they are trading the Chinese schools to their own country. Yes, it is an international trade, but it is by the e-commerce mode, okay? And the international investment, yes, because we are doing the construction, it is also investment of our country. So this major will all teaching you about this. After graduation, you can start your own trading company. You can work in some enterprises are doing the international trading, and you can help some companies start their e-commercial web, okay, to make those things right. Or you can just work in some investment projects, okay? And some of you may have some basic Chinese language knowledge, or even you already passed the HSK4. So there are some other Chinese medium programs very popular among these years. The first one is the artificial intelligence. Needless to say, this one is the hottest sport in the recent days. The deepfake, the ChatGPT, the AI painting, the AI helps you to write the essays, to do your homeworks, and so on, okay? And the computer science and technology. And also these two majors now for 2023, they only provide Chinese medium, but they are about to start the English medium in the next 2 or 3 years. And they will join our 2+2 teaching modes. These 3 programs are sharing the same first 2 years of study. So it is the 2+2 teaching modes of our university. It means when you choose the engineering, including the economics, the first 2 years you are studying together, and at the 3rd grade, the start of 3rd grade, you will have a second chance to choose again, okay? If your majors or the related majors is qualified, is enough for the requirement, you can change your majors with other majors, like you coming in by the mechanical engineering, mechanical design, manufacture, and automation. And then at the 30 years, when at that time the computer or the AI is joined with this 2+2, you said you want to change it, and the School of Artificial Intelligence and Automation checked, yes, all right, all your majors, all your marks, all your grades is qualified, is enough. And they say, yes, come to our school. It is also fine. So that is because we find many of the students at their 18 years, they join some majors, but after 1 or 2 years of study, they are having another opinions, another thoughts. They want to change their majors. So we provide the second chance by these 2+2 teaching modes, okay? And then just I mentioned the international of things, the IoT, and the business administration, and also the public administration, and the teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. Okay, and also for this English medium, for those English mediums, we provide our foundation program. It just starts, yes, just starts in this week. It means finish their 5 days of study already. It is merged with the A-level teaching system and our China's undergraduate programs curriculum. Okay, when you finish this foundation program and then you join the first year of MBBS or pharmacy or the engineering majors, you will find no difficulties at all. Some of students in past year, some of students, especially for the MBBS program, their first year study in the School of Life Sciences is very difficult. So we set this foundation program to help them get used to the campus, get used to the China's curriculum, and get used to the climate of Wuhan. Okay, and then it's about our scholarship. All the students are asking about it. For the undergraduate programs, as I said, I will honestly say that we merely have scholarship for the undergraduate programs. Okay, however, what I should mention is, especially for this, the president scholarships. When it is on the undergraduate programs, this president scholarship is much like an award because the amount is 2,000 to 5,000, not much, it is an award. But when you graduate and want to do your master's in our country, it is the president scholarship becomes a partial scholarship, cover all your tuition fee for those English master students, but not including the clinical medicine. So it's waives all your tuitions. You just need to pay your accommodation, your insurance, your life expenses. So, but when we are deciding the president scholarships, if your undergraduate programs are taken in our university and you already get the president scholarship in your undergraduate time, we'll not say 100%, maybe 95%, we will provide this president scholarship for you at your master's study, okay? Okay, there is some about the tuition and accommodations about our majors. Like I just mentioned, the MBBS, English, so it is for 40,000, the pharmacy 35,000, the engineering all 30,000, and the international economics 28,000 per year. And the accommodations in the main campus and in the country campus, medical campus, the accommodations are all the same. 1,200, I'm sorry, 102,000 CNY per month for single room, and 700 CNY per month per person for double room. All the facilities are the same, like the washing room, the water heater, the air conditioner, the Wi-Fi, the furniture, and so on. And we are building a new modern apartment now, and it says that it will finish its construction in this year. It is like the apartment, like if you see the Friends or other television TV series, you see that apartment, it shared a public area for chatting, for meeting the friends. but it has their own rooms. Yes, we are building this new apartment, and it has its isolated washrooms and the toilets, of course. And we are providing these new apartments for the international students. Okay. By the end of this presentation, yes, these are some about the email, about our official website. You may take a screenshot about this. And then I'd like to share with you some pictures about the Thailand students are already come back to the campus. Not more, just 3 or 4 pictures, mainly about the students in the Chongqing Medical Campus. Okay. Okay, just I mentioned, you are doing your clerkship in the Chongqing Hospital or the Wuhan Union Hospital. And this picture, what the 2023, the first, yes, this is Wuhan Union Hospital, the clerkship doing in the Wuhan Union Hospital. And in the pictures, that man wearing the hat, that is the professors. The others are Thailand students. Okay, they are checking, how to say it, checking the rooms, checking the beds. Okay, checking the beds, yes. And the professors are asking about the patients, what their operations, what he is feeling after his operations, and the students are listening. And after several times of this, it will take turns. The students will take turns to ask about the patients, and the professor will judge whether you're asking your questions is covering all the fields the professor is teaching you, whether you're missing something, whether the patient's answer, you can find the problems. Okay. This is the first one, and yes, you see, all these are the Thailand students, and they are talking, talking to the patients, the relatives of the patients. They are connecting about maybe his husband or her husband or her father is lying in the bed, so he's negotiating with the professors. These are very important because in the hospitals, you are not just facing the patients. You are facing their friends, facing their relatives. Some relatives are very hard to handle. You should learn when you are doing the clerkship, because when you are after you graduate, after you are being a doctor, this is just counting on yourself. And this is one of our Thailand students. It's a selfie of her. And yes, the lab. Just I mentioned the first year in the School of Life Science, and then the 2.5 years in the basic medicine, you are learning the knowledge about the cells, about the human body, some nerves, some systems, all the systems, like the breathing system, like the circulating system, blood system, and so on. Yes, these are the pictures taken in the labs. Okay. So I think this brief introduction provides enough information for you. But if you have something want to know, you can connect with us. I just provide you with the email, with the official website. Okay. I think that is all by today's presentation. I'd like to take a break and drink some water.
น้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามจะถามหล่อซื้อไหมคะสามารถสอบถามได้เลยนะหรือว่าจะพิมพ์ข้อความไว้ในช่องแชทก็ได้นะคะเดี๋ยวพี่ๆจะถามให้เนาะ Sorry, I have a question. Hello, do you hear me?
Okay.
I have a question about non-degree.
Non-degree programs.
Yes. What the requirement for?
On Chinese language or on some internship?
Chinese language.
Okay, Chinese language. Yes, we provide the Chinese language programs. You can just come to learn one semester or a whole year, and you can start from the spring semester or the September. That's the fall semester is also, yes, the Chinese also fine. So the Chinese language is very flexible. You can come in spring to take 1 year, or come to the fall to take 1 semester and just switch. That is fine. Okay.
Thank you. I would like to know for the requirement for applying the scholarship for non-degree program Chinese language for both 1 semester and 1 year.
Okay, you mean that scholarship? Yes, the scholarship by teachers teaching Chinese as a foreign language. This scholarship, right?
No, I would like to know for the scholarship Chinese language 1 semester or 1 year.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. For this scholarship, this is known as the scholarship about the International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship offered by the how to say that, Chinese HSK testing center, right? So it means you at least already get the HSK certificate at least HSK 5, okay? And we pass your HSKK. But if you are just want to come for 1 semester, it means your HSK need at least the HSK 3 180 and also the HSKK. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but if you passport already has X1 and X2 visa, just means you're already studying in China, you cannot apply for this scholarship. Okay.
Okay. If we would like to apply for the scholarship for Chinese language 1 semester, we would like we should have the SK 3 and SKK, right?
Yes.
For the 1 year, we should have SK 5 and SSKK, right?
Also SSKK, yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
老师，请问一下，IELTS 成绩应该是多少呢
？5.5。
5.5啊，那 SAT 呢？成绩应该是多少
？SAT 我们一般来说只是作为一个参考。
好的。
对。
ก็คือคะแนน IELTS นะคะเราชื่อบอกว่า5.5 คะแนนขึ้นไปค่ะส่วน SAT ก็ไม่ได้กำหนดค่ะมีน้องๆคนไหนมีคำถามเพิ่มไหมคะด้วยความยินดีค่ะหรือว่าถ้าคนไหนยังไม่มีคำถามตอนนี้นะคะก็แอดไลน์ @CASC ได้เลยนะคะ